After many mission trips, it's time to take a well-deserved break. Our good friend and an uncle are taking us to Vietnam for a vacation, a refreshing change after our busy travels. So when he suggested going on a vacation, I reached out to my brother in Christ, Shaji Alpha, who provided me with a great package. After doing my research, I decided to go with them, and it turned out to be a wonderful experience with him and his team. I'll include his contact information in the description so you can contact with him for any inquiries. He'll help you and guide you for your dream place. And we are just taken off from Cochin International Airport, but honestly, after a not so pleasant security checking experience, I'm left wondering, with all the advance in technology, why hasn't this system changed yet?
Cabin crew be seated for takeoff.
After about 4 hours of flying, we landed in Malaysia. The moment we step out, the cold hits like a rush of winter air. It was freezing at the airport. We find a place to eat where we try some Chinese noodles and a hot black coffee to warm ourselves up. After 5 hours of waiting, now we head to gate 2. But first I want to give you a glimpse of Malaysia's airport. Meanwhile, my sister is gratified in her favorite chocolate Kinder Joy.
I'm losing my control. ഇവിടെ നിന്നിട്ട് പോയാൽ അവരെന്തെങ്കിലും പറയും പി പി അടിക്കും കിണ്ടർ ചെയ്യുന്ന ട്രെയിനൊക്കെ.
After some time, we say hi to the camera and start walking to our next flight, AirAsia. Once we enter, the air hostess greets us with a simple thumbs up and welcomes us aboard. We find our seats and I sit by the window to enjoy the view of the airport as we take off. Here is a beautiful glimpse of the sky from above. The view is nothing short of magical.
Wow.
As soon as we land at Hanoi Airport, we begin our walk to collect our luggage. After grabbing our bags, I brought a Vietnam SIM card to stay connected and start looking for our tour guide. Finally, we spot him. His name is Sun, and he is an interesting guy. We introduce ourselves and then, out of nowhere, Sun asked, "Are you a rapper?" Confused, I asked, "How did you know?" He simply replies, "I can tell you by looking at you. You are an artist." "I listen to a lot of raps too," he said. Now that's a cool coincidence, right? After meeting our guide, we head to the car and make our way to the hotel.
Vietnam, the capital of Vietnam. Ho Chi Minh is the biggest city in Vietnam, but Hanoi the capital. So Hanoi the center for the north. So we are here in the north of Vietnam. So my country is narrow but is long. So we are here in the north of Vietnam.
Okay.
We are not too far from China.
Oh.
Are you from Mumbai or which city of India are you from?
We are from Kerala
Kerala.
city, state.
Okay, a rapper from Kerala. I like Eminem, you know.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm 35 years old. I'm not young. You know, from my generation, when I was in high school, that time, you know, it is the time of Eminem. There's some rapper from USA. So that time we used to listen to
rap.
music from rap from Eminem. It's so cool. Today is the very first time I've been working as a tour guide for 10 years, but this is the first time I go with a rapper. So we can make some content together.
Surely.
Once we arrived, we step in and head straight to the reception. After checking in, we take our luggage and start walking to our room. The moment we enter, it's time to get comfortable. But first, my sister attempts to make coffee for me, and let's just say it doesn't go as planned. Finally, I gave her some tips, and we have our first cup of Vietnamese coffee in our room. Now, let me give you a quick tour of our hotel room. We have two nice beds and clean and spacious bathroom, and everything we need for a comfortable stay. But there's no time to rest. We only have 45 minutes before heading out. Our guide son has given us exactly 45 minutes to freshen up and get ready. We quickly freshen up, change, and head downstairs to meet him. We hop into the car, and as we drive, Son starts explaining our plans for the day, visiting Train Street and Ho Chi Minh Museum. But after hearing about the crazy traffic, I decided to cancel the museum visit. My focus is on seeing Train Street.
The Parliament building. Parliament building. All the meetings, all the important meetings
Is it
of
happening
the Parliament
here?
will be held in this building. We are going to stop here to enter the train street to see the train passing. The train will pass at 6:20, so we will sit there for about 10 minutes, wait for the train in the coffee shop, and after that we will walk around the Old Quarter of Hanoi. So Old Quarter of Hanoi is the center, the downtown, the center for tourists. So most of the hotels for tourists locate, and also the restaurant for tourists locate in the Old Quarter of Hanoi. So we can walk around, and then we have a dinner at 7:30. So the company will book for us.
After some time, Son informs us that we can continue on foot from here, so we can get down, cross the road carefully, and arrive at the famous Train Street. We arrive at the reserved spot, and I order a delicious coconut coffee. I highly recommend it. Now we are on the train tracks, watching a train pass through this narrow street. The view is unreal. Seeing a train passing by small shops and streets was such a unique experience. The guide tells us not to buy anything just yet as a big dinner is planned for later. We continued exploring, walking along the tracks and admiring the vibrant life around us.
India like this? Okay.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Hey guys, for exchange money, this is currency street. All the shop here, the exchange currency.
Okay.
All kind of currency, even Indian
currency.
you can exchange here. And the rate here, the highest rate in Hanoi, higher than bank.
Okay.
Higher than the airport, higher than bank. But when you exchange money, you should exchange only the note $100 because the note $100, the bank note $100, they offer the best rate. The small notes,
No, it's
they station for you with a lower rate.
Oh, we have 50-50, like, yeah.
50 is still okay.
Okay.
So this is the Old Quarter of Hanoi. You see the houses around here very old. So it doesn't mean all the city look like this. But we also have some part of the city, it look very modern, very developed. But this part of the city, because it was built 100 years ago, a couple hundred years ago. The recent houses around here, you see, it's very old. And also the street, very narrow.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people from countryside, they come here to make a living on the street by selling vegetable or selling meat. We have a lot of local market like this around the city.
Wow.
This is flag of Vietnam. Flag of Vietnam.
After a while, Sun takes us to the Old Quarter of Hanoi. He compares it to New York, and I can see why. This place is humming with energy and full of character.
Wicked, from tonight, so they block some main street of the square for walking. It will become walking street for weekend. This the center of the city will become walking street. Okay, so we're here in the center of the center. So the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, and you see the headquarters of the government. So it's like the head of the body, but we're here in this position. It's like the heart of the city, right here. So for Vietnamese people, we consider this square is like Times Square in New York. So all the big events of the country has to be held in this square. Like New Year countdown, for New Year fireworks. So everybody will come here. Or even when we celebrate for the victory of football. So Vietnam, we center for tourists. You see a lot of foreigners here. You see a lot of Indians. Western. This is the beer street of Hanoi. So we just come here to have a look, okay? So we just walk. We don't stop.
Yeah.
After walking through the streets, we arrived at a local restaurant. It was a comfortable spot where the staff welcomed us with their bright smiles. We are shown to our reserved seats and I'm about to try something truly new. The local food here unlike anything I had before. Rich flavors, fresh ingredients and unique taste that I'll never forget. Before we start our meal, I invite Son to join us, but he kindly declines, saying he has a family to go home to. His humility and kindness stands out.
So good.
Thank you so much. Hi.
It was a beautiful food.
We say our goodbyes, leave the restaurant and begin walking to our car.
Bye. Thank you.
How was the dinner?
It was so good.
So we want to make some content for food. So when we go to Ninh, go to the countryside, we try some crazy things.
On the way, we spot a group of people playing traditional Chinese instruments and singing. After walking for a bit, we get into the car. Son speaks to the driver in Vietnamese, ensuring we are safe for the night, and bids us good night, saying we'll meet soon. Our next guide meet you for tomorrow's adventures. Back at the hotel, we get some rest after a full day of excitement. As part 1 of the Vietnam journey comes to an end, are you ready for part 2?